Good morning and welcome to the start of a new vlog. Did you like my little clappy clap editing here? Because I have to turn it on with my phone. I'm obsessed with this color. I'm obsessed with this color scheme. The like pinky purple blue seafoam green thing. I'm obsessed with it. It is about 8:30. I have an apartment tour today at 10 o'clock, which is about 20 minutes away. So I need to leave here at about 9:30. I was hoping to go early and drive through like the area of the apartment that I have at my 1 and 2 right now, just to kind of get a better feel on the vibe of the surrounding bits. I don't think I have enough time for that, like unless I were to leave right now, which I could. Like I'm making my coffee, I could put it in a to-go mug and leave. Regardless, I will be doing that either before or after. I'd also maybe thought about going to the Goodwill up there. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll not. My bangs are not banging today. Then hopefully I'll make an apartment decision tonight. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't want to do this. I'm like making myself try to finish it. I really think I'm just gonna box it up. But I will make that decision later. I have to do some general upkeep because I have not this week. And then this coming week I have rehearsal every night. So I'm definitely not going to. Okay, so the place I went and looked at this morning, is too expensive. It's like fine, it's nice. It's again one of those ones that kind of reminds me of John and Casey's apartments, where like it's trying to be like a city apartment, but in the metro, which is fine. That's a vibe, and I don't hate that vibe. It's just too much of a vibe. There wasn't a lot of outside parking, which I was like, oh, I don't even know where to go. And I don't like that because I like it when people can just come over stress-free and park. The unit I looked at, the base rent for that unit is usually around, he said, $15.75, which like is more than, I'm telling people I want under 16 because it's so hard to find something for what I actually want, which is under 15, except for that my top two are under 15. At base unit price, because then you have like things like garage, which at the place I went to was $85 for a garage spot. That's just so much more extra. So it's ruled out. There's apartment A and apartment B. Okay, I just drove around the area for apartment B, which was my top choice until I went to apartment A, and I would have to drive to get to a nature trail. There's no getting around that. I would have to drive to go on a walk on a trail through the nature. I thought there was like a park nearby, but it was not it. So that's a little upsetting. But apartment B has things that I like, whereas like it's like different like tentacles of a building, but they're all connected to one building. So you don't have to go outside to like go to the gym or go to the office or the package room. It's all like connected. I like that. Apartment A does not have that. But apartment A is also walking distance from a lake and a trail. It's 10:30 currently, and my next tour isn't until 11:30. Like, we really stretched this bad boy out. I've got an hour still. I'm probably gonna go stop at work, actually, because I need to print something out. And I didn't yesterday because I was just busy. So I need to actually go stop at work and print something out. And then we'll see where that leaves me. My last apartment tour is probably like within 10 minutes from work. So because apartment A is so close to a trail, I kind of want to stop and walk on the trail, see what it's like. Although I drove past it yesterday, there are tall trees. There's not a lot, but there are tall trees. It's crazy how swayed I am by an apartment being near a trail, okay? Before my last apartment, I would have never like been like, oh, I need a trail. Like, that's insane. That sways me so much. Like, that is like my true deal breaker. I'm like, oh, balcony is a deal breaker, washer and dryer are deal breakers, which they are, but I think being close to a nature trail is a deal breaker. And like I said, this one still a contender because it is close to trails and to nature. I just can't walk there.
Side note, look at how blue the sky is. I just kept looking at that.
Wowza. Yeah, I think I've decided. I'm not gonna walk a lot, but look at this. Look at this. This is amazing. I just drove past the building that I think the unit that I want is in. So, got an idea of where it would be, what it would look like. Right next to this beautiful lake and trail. Damn. The apartment I want is gone. It's gone. It was still there when I left the lake. I should have just applied. I should have risked the money and just applied. I'm so mad at myself right now. It was there literally less than an hour ago. I was gonna get home and apply for it. I wanted it so bad. I should have just applied. All right, I applied for my second choice apartment. The one that I went to this morning, where I was like, yeah, it's not by a trail. Again, listen, I went and toured this one on Wednesday, and I was like happy about it. And the next day, when I was talking about it, I was happy about it. And then all of a sudden, this other option came up, which wasn't even on my list. I wasn't even supposed to see this other option that I am now crying about, because it hadn't come up in any of my searches. It wasn't on my list. I'm still so sad about it. I know it's going to get better. And I mean, there is still a possibility I could get it. Unlikely, but there is a possibility. I just think it's hilarious that earlier, I'm pretty sure I did this 4-minute long take about how I was pretty sure which one I was going to go with, because, and now I'm not. You're going to get sad, Abbie. Got it? Sad Abbie is here today. And that's that. I am so tired of this BS Traitors going for Traitors in Traitors. And I know you're like, you're talking about the current season. I'm not. I know I keep saying this. I think I'm done. I'm not having fun. Okay, I've done a rough edit on last week's vlog, and I finished season 1 of Traitors UK. I got to the end. Spoilers if you want to watch it and haven't watched it. So I had seen this clip previously where one of the traitors puts up another traitor's name, like at the round table, and goes, "Parting gift." So then like people were like, what? I had seen that before, and I was like, what the fuck? Why would you do that? That's ridiculous. I just saw it. Not ridiculous. Oh my god, it makes so much sense, because this one traitor literally fucked over every traitor, like got each of them out. And that's what was happening this time. Like he brought this man in to be a traitor. All right? Brought him in to be a traitor in the last breath of the game. And where he had no option, it was either traitor or die. Brought him in and then threw him to the wolves. Which, okay, like good gameplay for him. But for him to just be like, fuck you, he's a traitor. Because, spoiler alert, he didn't win. If that hadn't have happened, he would have won. Because the 3 faithfuls that were left with him trusted him. Like, throughout the entire show, they were like, no, I trust them 100%. Trust him 100%. But because of that doubt, because of what the other guy said, damn. I am basically done with there's still light, but there's not a lot of light. I am done with the light, so I'm going to fold the clothes that I washed on Wednesday and do some picking up over yonder. I want to go through, I've got like a little plastic drawer thing in my closet, and I just throw things in it. It's like medical stuff, like ibuprofen, Tums, etc. I don't have the color changing lights on right now. This is my go-to lighting setup, BT dubs, but doesn't it just fit with that shot? I've had this iPad for a long time and it just like really doesn't work anymore. It's been plugged in for weeks and was at 1%. So I reset it because I was like, well, I'm going to get rid of it. Don't know how, don't know what to do with it, but I'm going to reset it. But now it's at 23%. So I'm very confused by that. So this is the stack that I'm talking about. And when you open it, it's a complete and utter mess. But that's like what I mean when I say medical things. Let me reorganize this shit. So this is the before of the top shelf, the before of the middle shelf, and the before of the bottom shelf. All right, top drawer update. This is the drawer I use the most, so it contains the things I use the most. Wow, how beautiful. Drawer number 2. Wow, and you know what? Actually, I could put that in there now. Yay! Drawer number 3, barely changed at all, but there you have it. I like don't want to stop this, but I also want to. Whoever did this puzzle last or owned it before wrote in here when they finished it, and I was gonna do that, but I put 220, 225. Honestly, I didn't complete it, but I think there are pieces missing. Just do it, Abby, just do it. You have rehearsal forever now, every day. You're literally not gonna get it done. Oh my God. I thought my camera didn't work anymore, but it's working. But the last time I tried to use my camera, nothing I did would make it work. So I'm confused. But for right now, I guess my camera works. I have things I need to do tonight, but one of them is clean my bathtub. I've been putting it off for like a week and a half now, maybe longer. I need to just stop putting that off. All right, shower is clean. I just hate that. I'm editing last week's video right now, and after my tour on Wednesday with the apartment that I was able to apply to today, I was talking about how much I loved it, or liked it anyway. So that gives me some hope that I just need to get back into that mindset. I spoke too soon. Like almost the immediately next clip is me talking about my choice number 1 that is no longer available. I'm gonna cry again. And how I was so happy and how I was thinking about applying. I should have just applied. It does really hurt watching those clips. Here's another reason why I waited to apply. Is because I get like so excited and so invested in things really quickly that like I just like jump all in. But then like a couple of days later, I'm like, why did you do that? And I know that about myself. Like, I almost broke my lease and rented that one spot, that one apartment with the windows. Like, I almost dropped so much money and rented that place. And, like, would have had to hurry up and move. Like, I just get so invested so quickly. And I was worried that that's what I was doing. They're in Minneapolis now. That's wild. I live there. What apartment is this? Oh my God. So I didn't do either of the things I was going to do tonight, which were read or watch a movie with my fancy lights. Instead, I did my taxes. Why? I don't know. I just decided to do them, I guess. It looks like I might get a good chunk back. The past, like, years of my life, I've had to pay. And I was expecting that again. And it was, like, staying in the green, which normally it's green and then it turns to red. And I'm like, fuck. It was staying in the green, giving me, like, a good refund. Like, $150 to $200. Until I put in the certified rent thing that they give you in Minnesota. Now it could be, like, $1,000? That'd be chill as fuck. I don't get my hopes up, though. What if I did something wrong? I don't think so. I think I put in all the forms I need to. Maybe I'll see one of these people's apartments and really like it. Only time will tell. Oh, St. Paul, eh? Where's this apartment?
Hey, welcome
I could live there.
to my
Look at that kitchen.
home.
I probably looked at that place. I haven't watched this movie in forever, but I was talking about it the other day, and I kind of want to watch it. There's birds on my balcony. I was working on things for social media for the theater, but it is so sunny out. The birds are chirping. It's like 34 degrees, I think is what it was. But I want to go on a walk. I need to get out. I need to do something. I need to feel better. So let's go. It never fails that being outside in the sun with the birds and the trees and the nature and on a walk, like, undoubtedly never fails that I start questioning who I am and what I want and where I'm supposed to be. I talked about it a little bit when I was in Boston, how there was a life that I used to want, and I don't think I want that life anymore. But there's a lot of like inner turmoil that comes with that, because I'm mourning a life that I never had but that I thought I always wanted. And that's kind of part of this, because I was just walking and like as soon as I got here I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, this is like just perfect. And I was thinking about that, and I was like, what is the difference? There's runners. How dare they interrupt me when I'm vlogging? I used to quite literally live for the city. Meaning, like, anytime I thought about not wanting to live, I would just think about living in a city. And every time I was surrounded by skyscrapers and hubbub and commotion and, you know, energy, I just felt like it made me feel alive. And I've said that before, maybe not on camera, but to other people. I remember growing up being like, man, the city makes me feel alive. So I was like, just thinking now, what am I feeling now when I'm here and I'm so happy? Do I feel alive? Is this just replaced, or is this a different feeling? I think being out here like this on a day like today, where there's sun and birds and nature, I think it does make me feel alive, but more so hopeful and like at peace. Like, kind of a bad example because there's a plane. It just feels right. I don't know what that means. I can't live life walking on a trail with sunshine and birds. Even if I moved somewhere where it didn't snow, which, like, this is gorgeous. Can we just, absolutely gorgeous. Like, the world doesn't like this 24/7. And it's not a job, that's for sure. And even if I was like, oh, maybe I should become like a nature person, those jobs are getting fired right now. So, probably not the best idea. All that to say is, I don't know what's going on in my brain or my life. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to be. I don't know what's going to make me the best version of me. But at least right now, on this beautiful walk, I am happy, I am hopeful, and I just feel at peace. There you go. I love that this area doesn't get a lot of sun, and you can tell because it's so caked in snow. Also, I love how the snow is white, but it looks blue. I love color. I'm gonna be so for real. I don't know that I've got the shoes on to go down there. This is like slickery, and I do not have spikes on. I didn't realize it would be so snowy. So I might not be able to go that way. Because that's a hill. Let's go this way. We've been this way before. Let's see what's up. As a side note, I'm kind of nervous because I'm walking a 5K next week. And when I go, like, I've walked a 5K, like, as far as distance goes, but when I go on walks, it's usually not a 5K. Look at this fun creek. Oh, somebody's coming up behind me. I don't think I've gone this far on this trail. I'm hot, which is a good sign, because it's like 35 degrees. And it might be about that temperature when I do the 5K. Because I'm like, well, if I'm just walking the 5K, I'm going to get cold. No. I'm currently very hot. I want to take off my coat. Where am I even going? I really have never been this far this way. There's either a deer or a very strange dog. I'm going to go with deer. I don't want to disturb its habitat, she says as she walks on a trail through the woods. Do I turn around? I don't know where the deer went, but this is where it was. Are there any more deer? I don't see anything. Just kidding. There's the deer. Should I go the other way? We're locked in a face-off. You know what? This is your territory. I'm gonna go the other way. Alright? Just don't kill me. I've now done half of a 5K, which is a little over 1.5 miles. So, I mean, there's that. I did turn around, of course, as we know. I could walk more. I don't know. I've been out here for a while. That's because I stop and lollygag and film and take photos, which is just the life I live. Also, I've decided that whoever applied for that apartment that I want, their application's gonna fall through. Whether by their decision or by the universe's decision, I've decided that it's gonna fall through. So, sorry to them, but that's just what's gonna happen. And I think that the universe was like, you know what? You need a lesson in learning to trust your gut and not your brain. Because my gut was saying, apply so you don't lose it. And my brain said, don't be silly. You could lose out on $200. Don't do that. What do other people think? So, I think the universe was just like, she needs a lesson in trusting her gut. So, we're gonna have somebody apply for it, but they're not gonna get it because it's meant for her. So, just so you know, I've decided that that apartment is actually still gonna be mine. And I know what you're thinking. Abbie, you're Delulu. To that I tell you, no good sir. I am not Delulu. Because it's my apartment. There is a secondary option. The secondary option is that the universe knows that I want to start getting more fit. I want to be healthier. I want to be able to do more things. I guess I want to lose weight. I can't pretend that that's like a hidden agenda here. So the universe knows that. And my second choice apartment, the gym, was connected. It's all one building. So I'm much more likely to just go there. Whereas with this other apartment, it's not connected. So I'm much less likely to walk to the gym or drive to the gym. Definitely not as likely. So the universe said, all right, we'll give you the one that you need in order to fix this goal of yours of going to the gym and getting more fit and healthy. Because let's be honest, I will prioritize going to a trail. If I want to go walk on a trail, I will, even if I have to drive there. I drive to this trail. Sometimes I walk to it, but only when it's really nice out. I drive to this trail. So the universe knows that I will prioritize going to a trail. But I will not prioritize going to the gym if it's not easily accessible. So that is the other option. Only time will tell. But it's one of those things. Speaking of prioritizing walking on a trail, I might turn around and head towards my car. Because, I walked past my car. And I'm in that section now. So we're almost at 2 miles. But I think I might turn around, go back to my car. Because it is 11 o'clock. And we have book club at 1 o'clock today. And there are some things that I still want to do before book club. Ideally, I'm going to have to unsweat. Because you're sweaty, but you're cold. That's the Minnesota way. In the winter, anyway. So I do want to unsweat. And then also, gorgeous. And also, I kind of wanted to leave earlier than needed so I could go to Goodwill. Because I didn't yesterday. Because I wanted to get home and apply for my apartment. But don't worry, it'll come back to me. So, yeah, there are still things I want to do. That's basically what I'm saying. This whole vlog is going to be this walk. I swear this is probably like 15 to 20 minutes worth of footage. The rest of the week is going to be boring as hell because I have rehearsal every night. This whole vlog is this walk. I'm not even kidding. Let's see if there's anything new in the library. Open sesame. What's in here? Nothing. Name of the Wind. I own that book already, but that's crazy that that's in here. I don't see any ice fishers out today. Which, like, I was like, oh, I can walk on the lake. There'll be ice fishers. But now there's not. But they literally drive their cars out there. I am out on the lake. See? I'm on the lake. Yay! Should I go further? There's so many footprints out here. I'm scared. We're gonna back up. But look how far we went out. That's improvement, I'll tell you what. I've walked about 2.40 miles, and damn it, I think if we didn't have book club today, I probably would have just gone for like the full 5K walk, just to make sure that like I'm Gucci. I've been out here walking for an hour, and over an hour, and it doesn't feel like that at all. I've basically been standing at my kitchen counter for like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes, going through my saved TikToks, like my like flagged ones or whatever, because there was this chicken, like, I don't know, recipe that I had one time, and I remember like I loved it. Like, I only made it like once or twice, but I really liked it. And I was looking through the screenshot of recipes on my phone, and it wasn't there. And I was like, fuck, where was it? It was on TikTok in my saved folder, which is like 700 videos. I was not watching them all, obviously. I was looking at the thumbnails. I almost missed it. And just like that, I'm back from book club. It was fun. We talked about the book. I don't remember a lot of the book. Oops. So I might read the next one, which is The Starless Sea by Erin Morgenstern, maybe? Whoever wrote The Night Circus, which I don't have a copy of anymore. Somebody lost it. I was going to go to Goodwill and maybe Half Price Books and maybe Barnes & Noble after like I left book club, but I just didn't want to. And to be honest, it's probably because I've had a headache most of the day. Even before my walk, I was like, this walk is going to take care of it. It didn't. But also I'm tired, and that's probably the Benadryl that I took. Because Steph, the co-worker that we had the book club at, she has a dog, so I took Benadryl. So that's probably why I'm tired. It's just been very peaceful since I got home. I like that. Let's watch some old vlogs. I went through and found them all from this week, the past 4 years. Well, at least like chapter 8. So I just released, last week's vlog was 8. So these are all 8s. Let's start with 2021. I was in Iowa. My life is truly the same throughout the years. A few weeks ago when we watched some past vlogs, I was like, oh wow, I'm talking about the exact same thing. This is crazy. I am again talking about the same thing, kind of. So in both number 8 videos of the year, this one is 2021, and the one that I just published today, I'm talking about how I'm lonely. That's kind of crazy. I was lonely in Savannah. I lived with Marsh, and that was great, but Marsh was like the only person I really had a connection with down there, so I was quite lonely. I don't think I'm as lonely here. I have more friends and more connections here, but, you know, in that last vlog, I was talking about how I was lonely, and it's just very interesting. Today in 2021, I was flying back to Savannah. I made pigs in a blanket in this video, and I'm fucking hilarious. It's today. I can't tell if the ground is slippery or not. That's the problem when it's like melting, but it's still cold. It's like, how's it frozen to slippery? I've recorded a couple clips of me singing God Help the Outcasts, because I'm just so upset about Iowa right now. They're just... They're like, trans people, who are they? They don't exist. Fuck them. But I'm not totally happy with either clip. I'm gonna go try one more time. If there's people down there, then I'm just gonna have to go with one of the other ones, but we'll see. I just got self-conscious. I was like, wait, can they hear me in the other floors? They probably can, especially since I'm singing right next to the elevator. Maybe I shouldn't go sing another clip, actually.
It's 10 o'clock at night. Maybe I shouldn't actually do that. Okay, just kidding. I don't think I'm actually gonna go do that.
Cute. As an update, my second choice apartment that I applied for, I did get approved for today. So there is that. Yay! I wish I was more excited, but that's fine. It's beautiful out again. I don't have time to go for a walk because of rehearsal and just need some downtime, and I have a headache. I took ibuprofen. I'm drinking coffee. I've drank quite a bit of water today, so I don't think it's that. I'm just like spending time in my home, and I just don't want to move. Not because like, I mean, like, we know how like I'm in this home and I'm like, oh, I just want to stay here, it's mine. But like, I just don't want to go through moving again. And I like the place that I'm moving to. Like I said, it was gonna be my choice until the other one didn't work out. But so that's kind of like soured the place I'm moving to, which is unfortunate. I doubt I'll be in that place for that long. So it's like, can I just stay somewhere?
No! Shut up! Mother!
I'm not going to rehearsal tonight. I just don't feel the greatest. I felt kind of crappy all day. I don't know why. I woke up feeling weird and I was like, that's suspicious. And then I got to work and I was like, I don't know if I should have came to work. And then I was like, all right, we'll just stay, and if you don't feel good, you can leave, later and just work from home. I stayed the whole day. I don't know. I think I might try to go for a little walk. Well, that was the plan until I came inside. That always happens. It's always the plan until I come inside. Nature. I don't need to be out here long. I just need to be out here. Seasonal depression. I feel like, well, I don't know. I got no idea. My brain. Seasonal depression. I feel like people think it's just like, oh, it's winter, you are depressed now because it is cold, there's less light, etc. And maybe that's what it is for most people. Maybe I'm not experiencing seasonal depression. I have no idea. It doesn't matter what season. When the season is changing, even if it's a fake change, like this most undoubtedly is, I get super depressed, which I think is actually worse when it comes to spring and fall, because those are my favorite seasons. So I'm like, I should be happy. And when I'm out here, like, oh my god, I love this. I'm so happy. Well, I'm not happy right now, but you know what I mean? So happy. And then I get so sad and so depressed for no reason. And then my brain is like, you should be enjoying this. This is your favorite time. You should not be sad. You should be happy. And then it makes it worse. I'll probably turn around soon. I just really wanted to see my trees. I love them. Also, do you remember the other day when this was full of snow? That's literally at the beginning of this vlog. This was all snow. I walked through the snow to get to the tree. All snow. My trees. I braved the possible mud to come say hello to my trees. I just love tall trees. Look at them sway. Can you see that? I hear a person, but I don't see a person. Oh, now I see a person. I stayed home from rehearsal tonight because I was not feeling well today. So I was supposed to just take it easy, relax, lay on the couch, watch TV, and just try and breathe and relax as much as possible. And then I was talking on the phone with my mom, and she was like, I'm probably going to work on taxes tonight. And I was like, oh, I filled all mine out. I should probably submit it tonight because is it done? I don't think I have anything else to add to it. So we got off the phone and I went to go submit it, and it was rejected. And I was like, what the fuck? And it was like, your birthday's wrong. And I was like, what the fuck? I had a typo. My birthday was in fact wrong. I had a typo in my birthday. Fixed it. Hit send again. rejected again. This time it was like, your AGI is wrong, or like your PIN. And I'm like, I don't have a PIN. My AGI is not wrong. I looked through so much stuff. I tried to submit this thing like 3 more times. And it was just rejected again and again and again. And I was like, what the fuck? How is my AGI wrong? It's not wrong. I'm literally looking at it. And then I went to like open up last year's. And apparently my taxes last year never went through. It never did it. It never went through. I tried filing them in March of last year, and apparently it got rejected last year too. I apparently had the typo of my birthday in that one as well. But I never got any emails. I never got any notifications. So I've been freaking out all night trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do and why it didn't go through. I mean, I know because of my birthday, but like, why didn't I know? I called my mom and I was freaking out. And she's just not helpful. I love her. She's just not helpful. So she was like, call your brother, because Colton does stuff. And he was like, I haven't seen anything like this before. And he's like, I don't know, like, you might get like a penalty, but you should call the company that you used to file your taxes and say, hey, this never went through and you didn't notify me, so if there's anything, you need to do it. And so that freaked me out. And then I called the company and they were like, no, and I was like, it's saying my AGI is wrong and this, and I don't think my taxes were filed last year. And she's like, well, you need to like figure out your AGI. And I'm like, no, that is not the issue right now. The main issue at hand is that I tried to file my taxes through you guys last year and it was rejected and I didn't know. And how do you solve that? How do I solve that? So honestly, she said to file 2024, but use 2022's numbers. And then go back and try and do 2023. And I didn't do that. Wrong? Maybe. I don't know. I said, no, let's solve 2023 first. So I went in there. I had already fixed the birthday issue. I tried to file it, and it was like, you can't do it because of this. And I was like, what the fuck? How do I get rid of that? And then... But I filed it. I got an email saying it was received and accepted. And then I went and paid that immediately, whatever I needed to pay, because I needed to pay last year. And you might be like, Abbie, if you had to pay last year, how did you not know it didn't come out? Because I had selected it to do, like, you know, just, like, take it out. Like, I did, like a plan. That's what I needed to remove, because it was not the time for it. Anyway, so I just didn't notice. Money comes out of my account for bills all the time. Unless it's a huge amount. Like, I'm pretty smart with my money. I just didn't notice it didn't come out. So I'm still just got kind of freaking out. And I'm so upset because I was just supposed to relax and watch Traitors and Love is Blind. Just breathe. And I didn't do any of that. I worked myself up, probably making myself feel worse. And then with my brain being not great this week, it's just not helped at all. I'm so stressed right now. Now it's after 9:30. I don't know what to do.
Sparkly.
I was going to sit here in the sun and read, but then I found out that the bill to remove trans rights from the Iowa Civil Rights Act passed. Now it goes to Kim Reynolds, and she has to sign it. And of course she's going to sign it. This bitch hates people. And Nigel Bottom. Who's that starting out with nothing but each other? It's Nick and Nigel Bottom. We got off rehearsal early tonight, so I'm home now. I mean, it's 9:15 now, but... we got off a little early. A bunch of people were going out, but because I've been feeling weird this week, and then I've got Polar Plunge on Saturday. Tomorrow's going to be kind of stressful for me. I was just like, I'm going to go home. We're going to circle back to that. I uploaded the footage from this week's vlog into my computer because my phone was running out of space. So I just started like a little brief edit of it, so that way I could like import the footage, let it load, and then start the edit. So that way I didn't have to, like, reload it and stuff, basically. Watching the part where I was crying about the apartment. This week has been trash. It's been good in some aspects, but it's been so trash. It's been a roller coaster week. But a lot of it has been low. Circling back, whenever I'm in a crowd, I feel like I can't, like, fit. Like, I'm a puzzle piece that, like, belongs to another puzzle or some shit. I don't know. I feel like that's a bad metaphor, but we try. I try to talk to people. I try to be involved. But I feel like even when I try, I get like ignored or skipped or like not like listened to, not included. I don't understand how to fix that. Like, what do I need to do? And I mean, maybe my try is like not good enough. All that to say is people are going out tonight and I feel like it's just going to put me more behind getting to know people because I'm already so bad at it. And now people are out together and I didn't go. This is what FOMO is, I do believe. But I don't know, I think it's tenfold because I just already feel like I don't belong in any conversation I'm in. This week has been trash. Look at that beauty. She is beauty, she is grace. Hi, I'm home from work. I just sat here and read for a little bit, obviously. But the sun, great. Not super conducive to reading here because it's very bright on the page and very in my eyes. So I read like just under 15 pages. I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit, move to do some email work as well as some theater work. And then maybe come back to reading once the sun is no longer blinding this area, but still lighting up the room. I don't know. I also might go tonight to check in myself for the 5K, as well as other people on my team. I don't know. I don't know if I can. I just came over to my computer to do stuff, and it's cold over here because I'm not in the sun. Well, look at this cute little guy. Yay, my boss at my main job just put in all the cash donations for the Polar Plunge, and we were talking about it today, and she's like, yeah, like, do you know if there's any people who were wanting to get like to the next like incentive level, because there are incentives. And I was like, I would like to get to 500 if that's possible, because it's a sweater. She's like, okay, yeah. So I was expecting her to give me to 500 for the plunge. For the 5K, I had hit 150, which was actually like the first incentive, like beyond like the normal, like you have to raise at least $40 to get a t-shirt and do the thing, right? The next one is 150. And I had hit that and I was like, cool. She put another 150 in my in my 5K account. So now I hit the next incentive for that, which is great because it's a hat and I would have rather had the hat than the mug. So I was just filming and I wasn't actually filming. So that's fun. That Traitors cliffhanger, insane. I went to the Polar Plunge location to check in for the 5K. It was like getting close to 6 o'clock and it was going until 7. And I noticed that the traffic at Uber went down to like 20 minutes. So I was like, all right, I'm just going to go. And I was like, I'll see if I can pick up everybody else's stuff. And I could. So it was kind of stressful, but I did it. Also, my like boss was there checking people in for the plunge while I went. So that was kind of funny. I got everybody's stuff over there. You can see my hat and my shirt. It is 8:42 right now. I need to get stuff ready for tomorrow because I have to leave so fucking early. Sunday, somebody said they would cover my shift at the theater, which is great. I literally went in that chat and I was like, hey, I'm be so for real right now. My mental health has been trashed this week. Monday, I don't have to go to work because I'm working tomorrow, but I have to go get my cavities filled. If I'm still like not feeling good Sunday, I might postpone it. Just because I've been feeling so nauseous and they're moving in my mouth and I've got a bad gag reflex anyway. I don't know. I don't want to postpone it. I want to get it done and over with, even though I probably won't be doing all 3 of my cavities tomorrow. I'll probably just be doing 2. Or not tomorrow. Monday. I'll probably just be doing 2. Okay, so I have the bag of people's 5K incentives plus their race bibs. These are a necessity. I literally stuck it right in front of the door so I do not forget. This is the camera bag because I don't know if I'm coming home in between or not. So I'm going to bring it just in case. I also stuck my book in there. So that's a win. And then over here, I have my bag that I'll carry with me tomorrow. It's got my water bottle. It's got some breakfast snacks. It's got this thing my mom got me for Christmas, which goes around my head and neck. Very cool. It also has like gum and some Tums, etc. And then I have my sweater. I have my shoes. I have 2 pairs of socks. I have my clothes all ready to go right there. My big coat, hat, and mittens are in my car. Oh, and I have my coffee ready to go. I moved this light in here tonight, and hopefully it'll alarm in the morning. Won't that be beautiful? Oh my God. If this works, I'm buying another one like immediately. Speaking of that, I am gonna go to bed now. It's almost 9:30, and tomorrow is the polar plunge. This week was shit. I don't think we need to recap it. But you know what? It's fine. I decided on an apartment and then I didn't get it. And then Iowa said, let's ban the trans people. And then we went on an amazing walk. It was beautiful outside. And then Iowa said, let's keep banning the trans people. And then what happened? Oh, and then my taxes. I was like, I'm going to finish my taxes. I'm going to get so much in a refund. And then it was like, JK, you fucked up last year because your 2023 never went through, bitch. And then my body the whole time was like, are we sick? Are we not sick? I am uncertain. And then also my mental health is just garbage. So that was this week. Next week, polar plunge. Then that's done. I can stop worrying about that. That'll take some stress off my brain. Except we're getting cavities filled on Monday. But then I just have to worry about registration at work. Wow. And signing my lease and all that jazz. But first, bed. So that way we wake up for the polar plunge. Next week will be better. I'm telling myself next week will be better. So I'm going to go to bed and I will see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.